Hello world. Today I want to be talking about nutrition, your diet basically, which is extremely important. If you want to put a number value on it, let's say 70%, 80%, and then 20% is working out, 10% is probably sleeping correctly. Okay, but nutrition is big. Your diet is huge. Your diet is going to get you exactly to where you want to be because you only burn a very small percentage of calories working out, no matter how hard you work out. The rest is through whatever it is, keeping your heart beating, keeping your lungs going, all of the stuff that you need to continue living is what your body's using, calories as energy to be able to do all this stuff, to pump blood through your veins, to pump blood throughout your whole entire body. So that's huge. The diet, the nutrition. Okay, so what is it? First, let's start off with calories. Okay, first you want to have a general idea of how many calories you should be consuming a day, and that all depends on what you want to do. If you want to gain weight, obviously you want to up your calories. If you want to lose weight, you want to create a deficiency, you want to lower your calories. Now, how much? Well, that depends on what number you want to be at. Let's say you want to weigh 150 pounds, okay, or 200. Let's say 150 pounds. So you want to weigh 150 pounds. How many calories do you need? A general rule of thumb, and again, a rule of thumb, it's not scientific. A rule of thumb, 1,500 calories, more or less, is what you'll need to get to 150 pounds to maintain that weight. Okay? So, with that, you start keeping a journal, or on your computer, an Excel. An Excel file is the Excel is what I use, and I make sure that I put down everything that I eat. And I generally know how much calories are in foods just because I look stuff up, and I've been doing this for a long time. But if you don't know how many calories things have, you should look that up. Do a Google search and look up calories of whatever it is that you're eating. You can also put the calorie content on your journal or Excel spreadsheet if you want. I don't. I just put the food in there that I ate, so I know exactly what I'm eating, how I'm trending for that week, if I'm eating shitty, if I'm eating cleaner, if I'm kind of in the middle, so then I kind of know what tomorrow's game plan is, or the next week's game plan. So I always want to know where my body is, what I'm putting in my body, and I also always want to know more or less what my weight is. Quick tip on your weight, okay? Pick a time where you want to weigh yourself and make sure that you do it at that time all the time. If you weigh yourself naked, make sure you weigh yourself naked all the time. If you weigh yourself in just boxers, just do that every time at the same time, and you will get a general accurate reading on how much you weigh, because weight does fluctuate depending on the time of day, how much you ate, stuff like that, how much you drank, liquids. All that has an effect. How much you've metabolized, how much you've gotten rid of through bodily functions and the like. So, okay. So now you know a little bit on how to weigh yourself properly. Maybe you should do it once a week or once a day at the same time, same way if you want. But if you look at yourself and you get an idea, you'll know. If you're looking good, or if you're trending in the right direction. I'm a big fan of looking at the trend. The trend is your friend, like they say in finance. Anyways, let's break it down a little further on what type of stuff you should eat. Protein. I'm a big fan of protein. Carbs, obviously, everyone needs carbs. You need some fats too, okay? But the bulk of the stuff that you consume should be protein, okay? And this is how I like to, another rule of thumb, how I like to eat. Eat like a king in the morning and gradually reduce all the way down, okay? So have your biggest meal in the morning. And if you're not really hungry in the morning, get yourself hungry in the morning, because that's when you should be eating your carbs. Or if you have to have something sweet, have it in the morning or as early as you can, maybe as your snack in the early afternoon. And I do my best to eat every 2 to 3 hours. I try to have 6 meals. At night, if I'm really hungry, protein. No carbs, no fruit, vegetables, or maybe a couple eggs or something like that, or maybe one of these things, protein shake, but I'll get into that in a little bit. So there it is. Eat a lot in the morning when you wake up, and then just gradually work your way down. Eat less and less. Try to hit your caloric mark. you should be good. And you watch the stuff that you eat. If you like rice, make sure it's brown rice. I know it tastes like shit, but it is what it is. Or you could try something called quinoa, which is supposedly really, really good for you, and it has some protein in it. And I don't know, you can look it up on YouTube if you want. Okay, you should also supplement. I'm a believer in supplements, and I'm trying out different ones. And okay, so for the protein supplement, I like this IsoPure, 0 carb, 50 grams of proteins. Okay, I also take fat burners because I don't like coffee, and I work out so much that I'm tired. I'm tired, like even after my rest day, I'm still kind of like, whatever. I'm tired. I don't like coffee, and I need something to kind of give me a little bit of a stimulus. Okay, these are tough. These are fat burners, and they'll make you feel real jittery if you're not used to it. So it's not like I'm advising people to use this, but if you don't like coffee and you want kind of a little bit of an extra kick, this is what I use. It's called Oxy Elite Pro, and so far it's given me fairly decent results. Okay. It's not a magic pill or anything like that. You still have to work your ass off and you still have to diet, but it gives you a little bit of energy boost, and I take it in the morning. Okay, I also take an omega-3, which is fish oil. I don't eat fish. I'm not a fan of fish. It's against my religion. No, I just hate the taste of fish. Fish is disgusting. So I take one of these because it's good for your brain. It's good for God knows what other stuff. And then I take an Optimen, which is a multivitamin. It has all types of good stuff in there. That's pretty good too. So I take 3 multivitamins in the morning because that's what it says, 2 fish oil, and 2 of these every morning. I must be like a pill addict, but supposedly it's good for you. I don't know. And then I take one of these right after my workout. I usually put in some water, some frozen fruit, fresh fruit, and whatever else I want to experiment with that I want to put in there. Yeah, I do put a nice little mix of carbs or some nuts, put it in the blender, boom, take it down as a nice smoothie, and it is really, really good. I look forward to these all the time after my workout. Usually I take the protein 30 minutes after I'm done with my workout. Within 30 minutes, because I want my body to have that protein to suck it all in, because it's craving something at that point. Okay? And that is another good idea. Some people say take protein right before you work out. Some say right after. Me personally, I like to take it right after. That's just me. Again, you could be different. So I'm just giving you rules of thumb, and you take it and you pretty much tweak it to your own needs and to your own goals, to your own specifications. Okay, and that should be pretty much it. Keep watching my YouTube page. Subscribe to me if you want. Say hello, whatever. And if you have any questions, as always, I'm always available. This is what I like to do. I'm a big fan. It's a hobby of mine. It's more than a hobby of mine. It's a way of life. If you really want to get to where you want to look good in clothes, you want to be extremely healthy, you don't really want to get sick all the time. I barely get sick. I barely get colds. If I do, it's like a day or two, and then I'm done. Okay? I honestly believe it's the fountain of youth. If you eat correctly, it's big. It'll get you exactly to where you want to be. Believe me, it's because it's the fucking truth. No, there's just no way around it. The biggest part is the diet. And don't kill yourself, don't beat yourself up if you crave a pizza. I can eat a whole medium pizza, but I can eat a whole large pizza if I wanted to. And every now and again, I do. I give myself that. I give myself a cheat day or a cheat meal. Depends. Play with it. Give yourself something every week. Or if like you are really craving, I crave sweets. So if you are really craving something, give yourself a little chocolate. A couple hundred calories. Make sure you put it in, and you know that it fits into your daily caloric intake. If you're at 1,500 or 2,000 calories, make sure it fits in there, and eat something less that you could be okay with not eating that day. Be smart. All right. That's the whole thing. That's the whole key. And just play around with it. Tweak it. If you have any questions, please feel free. Say hello. All right, my time is up. Peace, love, all that good shit. And you'll see some more of me, hopefully. Again, sign up, subscribe, say hello. Good luck.